teachers and students. Now, for high school students, they head off anyway because of the calendar, not because of the snow and the ice storm. Meteorologist Dave Beckstrom taking a first look at the AccuWeather forecast. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Michelle and Ferry. Good morning to you at home. Happy snow day. We are waking up to a blanket of white. It is 9 o'clock right now. We've already seen this snow fall for 3 or 4 hours, and it is clearly stacking up. This is a live look outside at Central Park. It is snowing sideways because a gusty wind, also part of the weather story, especially as we head into this afternoon. Air temp in the park at 11. It feels 2 below zero, so wind chills in this sub-zero wind chills or single-digit wind chills throughout the day. That also creates some blowing snow, which will limit visibility. Another reason why you just got to stay off the roads. The other reason, of course, the snowpack that will continue to stack up on streets, sidewalks. It is going to be slick across the board because we've already seen hours and hours of widespread snow and snowfall intensity just picking up from here. Giving you a quick radar tour. Lower Hudson Valley, Fairfield County seeing widespread steady snow. Long Island seeing all of it as well. The 5 boroughs have seen steady snow for several hours now. All of New Jersey picking up on that snowfall. We still have a ways to go. So zoom out on radar. You can see all that snow off to our west. That's headed this direction. So that takes us through the bulk of the daylight hours. Widespread, steady, heavy snow. It's the reason for that AccuWeather alert. It's the reason you got to stay off the roadways. One big weather headline is when we expect that sleet transition from New York City south and east. At this point, we expect late afternoon, early evening, and that will start to slow our snow totals from the city south and east. But the lower Hudson Valley, straight snow well into tonight. Plenty of time for a foot to a foot and a half of snow to accumulate north and west of New York City. And we're not done as we move into tomorrow. We won't get a lull through the overnight hours, but it looks like one more push of light to moderate snow first thing tomorrow morning, and then the system is out of here. So a foot to a foot and a half north and west of the city. We're still looking from the city south and east anywhere from 6 inches to a foot. That's going to be dependent on that sleet transition late afternoon, early evening. But the sleet not going to melt things or really slow things down. It's just going to add that crusty layer of ice on top of the snow that's already fallen, and the snow that's fallen will have been significant by that point. Sub-zero wind chills across the board. It is frigid outside, and again, with gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour this afternoon, that just doesn't lead to the cold conditions. It also leads to the blowing snow, creating visibility issues, making it that much more dangerous to be on the roadway. So here's a look at the hour by hour. You see straight snow in the city through 3, 4 p.m. Then we'll get that sleet mixing in, but it is going to stay slick and dangerous across the tri-state well into tonight. Again, we can't ramp things down on the radar until tomorrow morning. I want to bring in meteorologist Brittany Bell. Brittany, you've been on snow total patrol all morning long, and I think you got some good numbers for us.
Okay, so far it's just 9 o'clock, 9:02, and so far we're seeing reports approaching 2 to 2.5 inches around the tri-state. We'll continue to add to these numbers heading throughout the rest of the morning and this afternoon. The heaviest snow across New Jersey and the Hudson Valley so far. Wayne, 1.8 inches, 1.7 in Ocean Gate, Pompton Lakes, Metuchen, Flemington, 1.5 inches, in North Brunswick, 1.4 inches. In Hudson Valley, Monroe, 2.5, 2.3, and Mount Vernon, Mamaroneck, White Plains, and Rybrook and Stony Point, 2 inches of snow. And even across Long Island, Glen Cove, close to 2 inches. But for the rest of the island, Manhasset Hills, Syosset, East Massapequa, Upton, close to 1.5 inches across the area, 0.5 inch. And for the boroughs, Dongan Hills, 1.3, Central Park, just shy of 1 inch, and LaGuardia and JFK, 0.5 inch of snow. And speaking of the boroughs, let's send it over to Phil Tate, who is live in Williamsburg. Phil?
Hey, Brittany, good morning. Yeah, we are in the conditions, and of course, we just learned a short time ago, as Michelle and Perry had mentioned, that schools will be remote. They will not be meeting in person tomorrow for kids. I'm sure that they're happy that they'll at least get to spend some extra time in the snow, even if they get to stay at home. Now, there are several city agencies that are getting this work done. Mayor Mamdani was here earlier today. He couldn't answer that question, but we know he has officially made a decision. Now, again, there are several city agencies that are making sure that the city is able to move and to battle back against the storm. You're taking a live look right now at one of those sanitation trucks that is backing into this salt marsh. What they're doing is that they come, they get what they need, and they get back on the road. To think that 2,000 sanitation workers, they've been hard at work since last night, and that's because they know what is headed into our region, what we're experiencing now, and what will come in the next couple of hours. Now, crews have been loading up all morning at the salt marsh where there are thousands of pounds of salt. Of course, they're going to be hitting the roadways as treatments have already begun to melt that snow and even potential ice. Now, this morning, the mayor spoke with me about their efforts, as this is the first big weather event for his administration that they're seeing. Again, 2,300 plows, we're told, are ready to go, along with those 2,000 sanitation workers. They're taking a look at some of that video right now. They started their shifts from last night, but the mayor sharing more about bolstering crews in the sanitation department as they